jumping up and down with excitement. But is it really the solution we've all been waiting for? Well, the answer to that question just may shock you. Stay tuned.
If you or anyone you know suffers from any kind of back pain, if you've tried hot and cold packs, dangerous pain pills, and endless expensive visits to the back pain specialist, only to find you're still living with debilitating or nagging back pain, pay close attention because your life is about to change forever. Introducing Back to Life, the 12-minute solution to a lifetime of back pain. The Back to Life is causing a sensation across Europe because of the amazing results back pain specialists are finally achieving for their patients. It's so unique it holds 3 worldwide patents and is now available in the United States for the very first time. Back to Life features a revolutionary technology called continuous passive motion. This breakthrough technique gently relaxes tight muscles, opens compressed vertebrae, and naturally aligns the spine to quickly and effectively ease even the most severe back pain or discomfort faster than you've ever dreamed possible. Whether you've had chronic pain for the last 20 years, back pain caused by injury, poor posture, lack of exercise, or whether, like millions of Americans, the demands of everyday life leaves your back stiff and sore, just lie back and relax for 12 minutes and let the breakthrough technology of the Back to Life release the pressure and relieve your pain. There's nothing else like it. It really works.
Back to Life definitely frees you from pain.
It worked for me the very first time I used it, and it works every time.
I'm standing here right now, 100% free of pain.
Pain's gone.
If you're one of the 8 out of 10 people who've resigned yourself to living the rest of your life with continuous back pain, then stay tuned because the 12-minute Back to Life is going to give you back your life. So join Bella Shaw and renowned back pain expert Dr. Mark Darrow as they introduce you to this life-changing device.
Today we're examining the alarming growth of back pain in America, what causes it, and what we can do about it. Recently, the European orthopedic world has been turned upside down by a new device that they're claiming may change the way we treat back pain forever. So with us today is one of the most respected orthopedic pain specialists in the country, Dr. Mark Darrow. Dr. Darrow is an expert on pain management. He is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation. He's an assistant professor at UCLA School of Medicine and recently appeared in Newsweek magazine. Dr. Darrow, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you, Bella.
You know, 8 out of 10 people suffer from back pain at some time in their life. Only headaches are more common. It sounds like an epidemic. What's causing all of this lower back pain?
We're sitting at desks, we're sitting in our cars longer, and we're standing for long periods of time. Over 50 million people are hunched over their computers all day, and there is so much more stress today.
Okay, but doctor, we're spending $50 billion a year, and nothing seems to be working.
Well, what I want to show you is a breakthrough device that I believe is going to change the way we treat back pain forever. This unique device is called the Back to Life.
But why is this so different from all the other options we just listed that aren't working so well?
Bella, let me show you.
Okay.
The Back to Life is an incredible machine, and here we have Lori sitting
Hi.
here. We'd like to have you scoot your backside as close to the machine as you can and straddle it. That's right. And then put your knees over the knee pads. Please push the button.
Oh, that's interesting. So what are we looking at?
Well, the first thing you'll notice is that Lori is not stretching, she's not exercising. The Back to Life machine is doing everything for her.
I like that because when I hurt my back, I just didn't want to do all the exercises and stretches because it hurt so much.
Of course, but this isn't stretching. It's a back and forth, side to side, very gentle motion. It's what we call continuous passive motion.
Okay, continuous passive motion. Now, what exactly is that?
Bella, it's the secret to why Back to Life gets such amazing results. But let me first explain what actually causes most back pain.
Okay.
Now, if we pretend this is your spine, what do we have? We have beautiful vertebrae here, which are the bones that hold the spinal cord. We have discs in between that are like shock absorbers. And in a healthy spine, we have great mobility. We can flex very easily. We can extend very easily. We can rotate. And we can go side to side without pain. But what happens when people have back pain? Come over here, please.
Okay.
And look what happens when we have compression from muscle spasm, which is what occurs in daily life.
Okay.
We have a compression that takes place, and what we really want is we want these discs to open up and the muscles to relax. So Bella, what we need to do is release the pressure to relieve the pain.
So how do we do that?
Once your back is tightened, the key to releasing that pressure is to introduce motion deep inside the muscle and between the vertebrae. We've never been able to do that before. You can't do it through ice packs. You can't do it through heat. You can't do it through traction. But with the Back to Life machine, you can.
That's a pretty bold statement.
Well, this is why it's different. The Back to Life machine creates a gentle movement in the muscles and in your vertebrae, which relaxes them for you. It flexes your spine and actually helps to put your back into alignment. This continuous passive motion creates space between your vertebrae and allows oxygen and blood to flow into the area. And while doing this, it also balances the curvature of the lower back. Even if your pain is so bad it hurts to actually bend over, the Back to Life machine can still help relieve your pain. It's an amazing machine.
I went shopping at the market the other day for an hour, no pain. Whereas prior to the Back to Life, 2 minutes I'm holding onto the shopping cart. It's just like a miracle to me.
You go to sit up, the alarm clock goes off, and as soon as your eyes open, you're reminded that your back hurts. And that's been probably the biggest joy of it, is waking up and just sliding out of bed. So it's not something that I think, oh, how much better my back is than it used to be since I'm using the Back to Life. It's that I don't think about my back anymore at all.
Over the past 12 years, for my pain, for my back, I've done physical therapy, massage, over-the-counter painkillers, and prescription painkillers. After starting with the Back to Life, I woke up and I realized that I had slept through the night. I was like, that's been the best gift of everything. To have years of pain basically ease away in a week was absolutely incredible.
I haven't had any problem when I go to get out of my car. I don't have to lean in the same spot all the time. I would go to a mall for an hour and I'd say, hey, I gotta get to the car. My back's killing me. Now I walk at the mall for exercise. All I know is that it works.
I always hurt before. I mean, for 20 years, my back has hurt, and I've accepted it. And then I was introduced to Back to Life, and now all of a sudden it just doesn't hurt. After the third day, I had definite relief. I quit taking the aspirin and all pain medication after the third day. The pain's gone. I mean, I don't have the pain or the pressure, I think, on my lower back that I'm used to.
I couldn't stand for a long period of time. I couldn't sit for a long period of time. I couldn't lift my son at all. And I really thought I should not be going through this at 33 years old. I used Back to Life for a week and a half, and I had no more back pain. It's just something as simple as sitting back and relaxing and letting this machine do all the work, and then you get these types of results. Who can ask for anything better? I'm still kind of in shock to say I don't have pain. I don't have any pain.
If you or anyone you know suffer from some sort of back pain, you owe it to yourself to try this remarkable machine. And here's the best part. The Back to Life people are so certain that it will work for you. You can try it at home for a full 30 days, absolutely risk-free. So what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone and try the Back to Life risk-free. I promise you, you'll be glad you did.
Does it hurt to bend over? Are you losing endless nights of sleep because of back pain? Does your back twinge when you get up in the morning? Has standing or walking become a back-breaking battle? Are you sitting on the sidelines while everyone else has all the fun? Then your life is about to change forever. Introducing the Back to Life 12-minute back pain solution. This extraordinary medical breakthrough is causing a sensation across Europe because of the amazing results back pain specialists are finally able to achieve for their patients. It's so unique, it holds 3 worldwide patents and is now available in the United States for the very first time. The amazing Back to Life focuses on the source of your back pain using a revolutionary new approach. It actually eases your pain naturally, while you just lie back and relax. The secret to Back to Life's extraordinary results is a breakthrough technique called continuous passive motion. Simply lay back in complete comfort and let the Back to Life gradually and gently ease your tight muscles, making them flexible and supple. As your muscles relax, the continuous passive motion opens up compressed vertebrae and releases pressure on sensitive nerve endings. The cartilage becomes flexible again and movement becomes easier. The pain simply melts away. So now you can comfortably sit, sleep, walk, lift, even enjoy your favorite activities without the fear of excruciating pain. But that's just the beginning. The Back to Life gently and naturally guides your spine into proper and healthy alignment, which can improve posture and help to prevent injury. It releases the pressure to relieve the pain. So whether you're sitting hunched at a computer, if you're on your feet all day, if your back pain comes and goes, or even if you've suffered from nagging, aggravating back pain for the last 20 years, you owe it to yourself to try this remarkable machine. The Back to Life can change your life. It's easy to use, adjusts to your height with the push of a button, and stores anywhere, making this professional quality device ideal for your home. And with its 12-minute automatic shutoff, it does the thinking for you. You could spend thousands of dollars every year on high-tech back support furniture, expensive specialty mattresses, professional massages, endless visits to the back pain specialist, and worst of all, costly pain pills, and still suffer with debilitating or nagging back pain. Until now. The Back to Life is currently selling all across Europe for over $600. But for this special U.S. introductory offer, you won't pay $600, $500, $400, or $300. In fact, when you call right now, you won't even pay $200. That's right. Call right now and you can receive this remarkable machine for just 5 easy payments of $39.95. But that's not all. When you call in the next 30 minutes, you'll also receive this trademarked Thermopedic pillow, comprised of a special thermal reactive material. It's specially designed to keep your body in the optimal alignment as you sleep. Comparable pillows sell for as much as $99 each, but you'll receive this important key to long-lasting back health absolutely free. Together, that's over a $700 value. Yours today for just 5 easy payments of $39.95. That's an incredible $500 savings. If the Back to Life doesn't relieve your back pain, no matter how long you've suffered, simply return it for a complete refund of your purchase price and keep the $99 Thermopedic pillow as our gift to you. There's no risk. Pick up the phone and call the number on your screen right now. Ask for priority shipping or for faster service, visit our website at getbacktolife.com.
Call 1-800-916-8755. Don't delay. Call now.
I have tried everything for the pain. I've been to chiropractors, I've been to doctors. If there's a solution out there, I've tried it. That's what brought me to the Back to Life. I've used the Back to Life for 3 weeks now. The first day, I felt relief. By the end of the first week, I slept the first 8-hour night that I have slept in over 3 years in my life. And now that it's 3 weeks down the road, I can say that for the last 6 nights, I have slept 8 hours without waking up once in the middle of the night in pain. And I feel like a new person right now. I feel like I'm getting quality back to my life from the Back to Life. My hips don't hurt. My back does not hurt. I'm standing here right now 100% free of pain. And I've been standing here for 20 minutes. That to me it's more than amazing. It's a miracle because I really didn't think there was an answer. You feel like jumping up and down and celebrating. And the best part is that you can. You can.
So, Doctor, you're telling us that Back to Life can be our first option before opening the medicine cabinet and reaching for all those pain pills.
Bella, in my practice, pain pills are the very last option. And here's why. The average person may take quite a few more than this, but let's say it's just 4 pain pills per day. Doesn't look like much, does it?
No.
Think about that. 4 over the course of a year is more than 1,500.
Oh, this is unbelievable. That can't be good.
It isn't. We know that just about every pill that comes out has side effects. The effect is cumulative. We used to think that if someone just took a small amount of pills per day, they would be fine. Now we find in studies that when people take these pills, every single one of them accumulates in the organs over the years. This is dangerous.
So it is an epidemic in our society.
It is an epidemic, and it's one that we have to change. But guess what? We finally found something that works.
I could not get through a day without taking painkillers. So I started using Back to Life, and for the last, well, since I've started using it, I have not had to take a painkiller.
I was taking so many painkillers until I started using the Back to Life machine. I had excruciating pain, and I was popping the painkillers like they were candy all day long. I was very surprised that the Back to Life worked as quickly as it has. In fact, the first 2 days, I got a tremendous amount of relief. It has changed my life.
My doctor prescribed painkillers, prescription painkillers, and I've been taking them for at least 15 years, if not 20, and assumed I would be doing this the rest of my life with the painkillers. And I was taking 6 a day, sometimes 8 a day, and then I was introduced to Back to Life. I would say after the 3rd day, I had definite relief. I quit taking the aspirin and all pain medication after the 3rd day.
Since using Back to Life, true statement. I have not taken any medication at all for my back. 0.
Introducing the Back to Life 12-minute back pain solution. This extraordinary medical breakthrough is causing a sensation across Europe because of the amazing results back pain specialists are finally able to achieve for their patients. It's so unique, it holds 3 worldwide patents and is now available in the United States for the very first time. The Back to Life is currently selling all across Europe for over $600, but for this special U.S. introductory offer, you won't pay $600, $500, $400, or $300. In fact, when you call right now, you won't even pay $200. That's right. Call right now and you can receive this remarkable machine for just 5 easy payments of $39.95. But that's not all. When you call in the next 30 minutes, you'll also receive this trademarked Thermopedic pillow, comprised of a special thermal reactive material. It's specially designed to keep your body in the optimal alignment as you sleep. Comparable pillows sell for as much as $99 each, but you'll receive this important key to long-lasting back health absolutely free. Together, that's over a $700 value. Yours today for just 5 easy payments of $39.95. That's an incredible $500 savings. If the Back to Life doesn't relieve your back pain, no matter how long you've suffered, simply return it for a complete refund of your purchase price and keep the $99 Thermopedic pillow as our gift to you. There's no risk. Pick up the phone and call the number on your screen right now. Ask for priority shipping or for faster service, visit our website at getbacktolife.com.
Call 1-800-916-8755. Don't delay. Call now.
It's the worst feeling in the world. Feeling that you're going to be dependent on someone else for the most basic needs. You know, like you needed someone to help you get out of bed just to go to the restroom, or need someone to come in and get you out of bed just to go to the dinner table. And it was frustrating. My wife, it was also, you know, taking a toll on my personal life. I have a 2-year-old son who's very lovable. He likes to be carried. He likes to cuddle. And you know, I couldn't do it. He would come, you know, he would come over to the bed, and then he would caress me, and he would ask me, "What's wrong, Daddy? Why can't you, let's go outside, let's go play." And I have to tell him, "Hey, son, I can't, you know, not now, I can't, you know, Daddy's not feeling well." Now, 2 weeks later, I can't. I'm able to pick him up, I'm able to hold his weight, I'm able to bring him close to me and you know, and play games with him. I went from being bedridden before Back to Life to being able to move, drive, walk. It's amazing. I'm back. I'm back. You know, the old me is back, and Back to Life has given me that freedom back. You know, I feel like a new man.
Welcome back. We're here with back pain specialist Dr. Mark Darrow discussing the Back to Life, the 12-minute back pain solution that has made headlines all over Europe. Dr. Darrow, the Back to Life seems so simple, but I would expect something that works this well to kind of push and pull and stretch and crack and all that kind of thing.
That's what you'd really expect, Bella. But the Back to Life device has been specifically designed by back pain experts to minimize the movement in the spine. And that's for a very specific reason. Your muscles don't relax by being pushed and pulled dramatically. Many of the treatments out there actually make your back worse. The truth is, Bella, all you need is this gentle motion for just 12 minutes. It's really effective. It really works.
So it's very safe and very effective.
Exactly.
When your lower back hurts, everything hurts. Or when your lower back hurts, every move you make or do reminds you of how bad that pain is. Typically, when there's a problem in the spine, muscles around that area will automatically lock up. And if there's pressure there, there will be pain constantly. The pressure has to be released from the spinal canal when using the Back to Life product. There is a back and forth oval motion, and the pelvic cavity is lifted up and then down in a very gentle motion. And this will help stretch the muscles in the lower back. It'll relieve the pressure on the lower lumbar discs that have been built up. And the Back to Life product will give relief to any of these cases, whether they're severe to moderate to mild. All the patients that I've worked with, we have noticed either fantastic, extreme results down to very good results from the use of this product.
As an osteopath using manipulation, what I'm usually trying to do is restore motion. The restricted motion leads to extra spasm, leads to pain, so I'm trying to restore the motion. This Back to Life restores motion. It's a constant motion machine. The vast majority of the time, acute back pain is muscular. In back strain, the Back to Life would move the muscle passively, which helps reduce swelling, which helps to reduce spasm, therefore helping to reduce the pain. What I'm absolutely confident about is that this is safe and that people should gain flexibility, pain relief, and mobility and return to their lives. So I'm sure that it's safe, and I'm sure that a lot of people are going to benefit from this machine.
I probably evaluate 10 to 12 patients per day just with low back injuries. This product is going to work for 90+% of patients that come in with low back pain. Easy to use and really safe and effective.
Bella, this machine is a real breakthrough.
Well, you know, doctor, I'm not a back expert, but it would seem to me that not all back pain comes from the same source. Am I right on that?
Well, you're absolutely